In this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 best beaches in the world. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. Is it possible to list the top beaches on Earth? Of course not, since traveler preferences vary depending on amenities, accessibility, swimming, and water sports options, safety, a sense of place, relaxation, and scenery. Nevertheless, having visited a number of beaches around the world and having walked on them, we are presenting you with my list of the top 10 beaches in the world. It should come as no surprise that the majority of these beaches are found in the world's best beach locations, whether they are coral, sandy, lawn, or enclosed. These beaches are no longer kept a secret, so you will have to share their breathtaking beauty with numerous other tourists. Number 10. Tulum. Tulum stands out due to its proximity to some of the most beautiful Mayan ruins in all of Mexico. This is where one of the best cultural destinations in the world meets one of the best beaches in the world. The ruins of Tulum are an old walled city perched on a rocky cliff above a magnificent beach. The area is not particularly private due to the daily influx of tourists, but it more than makes up for it with a wide stretch of white sand and mesmerizing turquoise Caribbean waters. Tulum is a unique beach destination in Mexico because of its stunning white sand beach, turquoise water, and backdrop of ancient Mayan ruins. Tulum is located on the Riviera Maya, about 2 hours from the Cayos of Cancun. In addition to being a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Tulum has a number of lodging options along its coastline. Siancan Biosphere Reserve, which guards 500,000 acres of reefs, rainforest, dunes, and caves, is also nearby. Number 9. Dune du Pilot. An hour's drive from Bordeaux, Europe's tallest sand dune is always shrouded in a shimmering heat haze during the summer, creating the impression that this expansive French beach is littered with glittering treasure. To go to the tussock Atlantic shoreline and stand to look back at the pine forests that are behind the beach, you can use the finely milled sand here, which forms peaks as high as 300 feet. There are kilometers of beaches in the nearby Arcon Bay that are great for exploration, and nearby are a tangle of huts where fishermen set up booths to sell oysters, pâté, and prawns. Make a reservation for a night at the opulent rural retreat Les Sources de Caudalie. Number 8. Grace Bay. There are 40 islands and cays in the Turks and Caicos, with provincials serving as the main tourism hub. This area's northern side is home to Grace Bay, a 19 kilometers, 12 miles stretch of sugary sand and crystal clear water that is surrounded by a coral reef system and offers fantastic snorkeling and diving. You might do better these days on the more exclusive hotel beaches of Amanyara or Parrot Cay due to the regrettable growth of resorts and condo hotels along the shore in recent years. There are two fantastic snorkeling locations at Grace Bay Beach, which is a component of the Princess Alexandra Marine Park. You may snorkel around the Bight Reef and Smith's Reef, which are both teeming with tropical fish and living coral. Jojo should also be watched out for. He is a wild bottlenose dolphin who uses this region as his playground and has been observed interacting with swimmers. The last time we were there, we saw him with a female dolphin friend. He has been designated a national treasure on the island. Speaking of furry pals, you can sign up to take a stray puppy to the beach with Potcake Place if you miss your dog. The animal shelter strives to find homes for the potcakes, or neighborhood stray dogs. One of their most well-liked programs involves spending the day at the beach with a potcake puppy, which is pretty much the cutest thing ever. All of the dogs are up for adoption. Number 7. Al Mugsail. Al Mugsail has a Mad Max-like feel to it because to its unflinchingly white sand, desiccated frankincense trees, and movie-like blowholes that explode every few minutes, shaking the ground and spouting seawater with a thunderous roar. The beach, which stretches for 4 continuous miles and is bordered by steep limestone cliffs, is caressed by brilliant turquoise water that occasionally becomes rough. That being said, it's a great location to observe fishermen operating traditional dhows just offshore. For the most dramatic photos, catch them at nightfall when they are silhouetted against the perilous Omani sunset. Number 6. Baía do Sancho. The distant island of Fernando de Noronha, a group of 21 volcanically active islands in the Atlantic Ocean, is home to Baía do Sancho. It is situated around 220 miles, 350 kilometers, from the coast of northeastern Brazil Bay. The 250 feet, 75 meters, cliffs surrounding the sparkling Emerald Lake and silky white sands are covered with flora. Only a boat or a few dozen uneven, slick-sanded stairs on a dirt path through a fissure in a rock wall can be used to access the beach. The beach is a great place to go snorkeling and sea rays. It and the entire Fernando de Noronha archipelago are preserved in their original condition thanks to UNESCO classification and rigorous government regulations, such as daily preservation fees and visiting limits. Baía do Sancho can only be reached by boat, a set of spooky stone steps, or a set of steel ladders set into the cliffs. For those who venture there is a protected C-shaped beach with soft, silky sand and a plethora of marine life, including fish, dolphins, sharks, and rays, which can all be seen swimming in the teal water. Number 5. Long Beach. One might be rendered awestruck by amazing beauty in places other than tropical beaches. The best example is Long Beach, Canada's Vancouver Island's longest sandy beach and home to breathtaking natural scenery and an unrivaled maritime wildness. Between Tofino and Ucluelet, under the confines of the Pacific Rim National Park Reserve, are 10 miles (16 kilometers) of immaculate sand that are bordered by thick rainforests and lapped by a Chile-pounding surf. Each spring and summer, 20,000 gray whales migrate up this coast. Number 4. Die Platte. At Die Platte, a stunningly rough stretch of beach bordered by rocky limestone outcrops close to Hermanus, South Africa's whale capital, don't be shocked to occasionally see a southern right whale wallowing offshore. The ground is covered in enormous, iridescent abalone shells, while fat seals slump on the rocky shoreline. These wind-whipped sands are also home to Klipgat Cave, a bat-filled grotto where people from the late Middle Stone Age lived up to 85,000 years ago. Keep your eyes peeled, you may even spot ancient tools on the ground. Stay at the 6,177-acre lodge at Grutbo's Private Nature Reserve. Number 3. Playa Paraíso. Playa Paraíso, which spans a small island off the southern coast of Cuba, probably still resembles what it did in 1494 when Christopher Columbus sailed to Cayo Largo on his second voyage to the New World. The neighboring reefs provide some of the best diving in the Caribbean, while the beach's sieved flower sand and crystal-clear seas remain unspoiled. The beach's warm, tranquil waters are perfect for paddlers and swimmers, while nature enthusiasts can spot iguanas and enormous sea turtles there. Although it can be difficult to find shade, naturists favor the eastern end of the beach, so if you want to keep things covered up, stick west. Number 2. Banguera Island. Banguera is an uninhabited island in the protected Bazaruto archipelago off the coast of southern Mozambique where spindly flamingos carefully navigate the canals and sandbars glitter like nacre. A 2-mile-long coral reef surrounds the beautiful sand here, which is just a short sail by dhow east of the town of Vilanculos. Further offshore, migratory humpback whales and enormous whale sharks pass magnificently. The largest dugong population in the western Indian Ocean is also found in the Shot Silkwaters, and inland you may find crocodile gatherings and a wide variety of bird species. The island is a marine reserve, so there aren't many lodgings there, which means that once the day trippers leave, you'll have the beach to yourself. Establish yourself at and beyond Banguera Island, a posh but unassuming beach resort. Number 1. Anse Source d'Argent. Anse Source d'Argent, one of the most famous beaches in the world, stretches across La Diga, one of the 115 islands that make up this idyllic archipelago in the Indian Ocean. The beach shines against a background of huge granite rocks that have weathered and eroded over time. The turquoise water is perfect for swimming because an offshore reef shields it from ocean waves. Watch out for huge tortoises and threatened bird species. The Seychelles are the pinnacle of holiday destinations, with secluded coves among the boulders and the cleanest sea on earth. From here, you may take a stroll over the hills to Anse Marin, where practical boulders in the shape of buoys encircle the cove and create a pool. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Thank you.